everyone, Live It Like Lisa here, and in today's video I am going to tackle my daughter's school memorabilia. We've had it all dumped in one big box, and if you've been watching my channel for a little while you will have seen that I've done one of these videos for my son's school memorabilia. So I'll be pretty much using the same system, which is this file folder box, along with some of these suspension files from Kmart and some display folders. So I'll be using those tools to organize my daughter's school memorabilia. So I'll set the camera up and we'll jump right in. So firstly, what I'm going to do is create piles again. So year group piles starting from kindergarten through to year 9, what she's in now. So I'm going to make some piles on the table and start sorting the stuff into the piles, and then we're going to go through the piles and see which things we're going to keep and which things we're going to get rid of. So I've sorted all her year groups, please. So we've got preschool, kindy, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth, all the way through to 9. So what I'm going to do now is go through each pile and be pretty ruthless about what we keep and what we chuck out. I don't want to keep a million artworks, so I'm going to try and narrow it down to maybe half a dozen or so. Now also, as far as certificates go, I'm pretty ruthless with certificates as well. Like, I don't really believe in kids getting participation certificates and, you know, certificates just because you showed up. Like, so any certificates like that, they're all going to get tossed out as well, because I don't know. I think honestly, kids get way too many certificates for basically doing nothing. So I'll see if there's any examples in here. So this was actually a proper certificate that she got at the end of year presentation, so that's fine. Her report card's fine. Things like athletic certificate or athletic ribbons, what they've actually achieved, that's fine. If it's a participation one, it's going to be gone. So I think for the most part, the first school that she went to, they weren't really willy-nilly at throwing certificates out. So any certificate she did receive from them, it was actually earned. It wasn't just a participation one. So all of those are proper school awards. This one, oh, that was a family daycare one, so I'll keep that there. This was part of her dance ballet thing, so that's her ballet report, so that will be keeping. That's like what she passed on her ballet thing, so that's actually a legitimate award, so that will be keeping. That was the information booklet when she started school, that will be keeping. That was just one of the artworks, obviously we'll be keeping, and the photos will be keeping. Now, as far as writing and all of that sort of stuff, these were the 4 books from kindy that she has done, and because they're quite nice scrapbooks with her writing and pictures in, I'm just going to keep the whole book, because there's not really any pages I could actually say, oh yeah, I want to keep that and chuck that. So because the book's actually quite nicely done, I'm just going to keep the whole book. Later on, you'll see I'll probably just rip certain pages out of some books just to keep the actual sample of writing. Maths, again, it's nice and neat and colourful, so I'll just keep the whole book. And this one, I think this was like sentence writing or story writing. Was this even kindy? That looks a little bit advanced for kindy. Oh, probably was. Yeah, so for that, I'm just going to keep all of those books and just sit them at the back of the actual folder. So like these sort of certificates, I mean, it's just a swimming thing, like a swimming progress one. I'm not keeping those. Like, why? I mean, they can swim. That was the whole point of having the swimming lessons. I don't really think we need to have the record of what they can do. Like, it's, I don't know, I don't see the point in it. And then this one here, like it's a participation one. Jessie participated in farming families in virus stories. Like, she doesn't need a certificate to say she participated in something. And even these ones, the gold awards, they're for the primary school sporting challenge. Now, it's not something she's actually achieved as far as, oh, she's gone out and done some, you know, astronomical sporting feat. It was basically just that they're doing regular exercise every day. So, I mean, really, it's not an achieving award, you know, like, well, in my opinion anyways, people might be different. Same as that one, it's just a sporting challenge award where they basically just needed to make a record of the exercise that they did every day. And I mean, yeah, I don't think they need a certificate to show that. But so those are the ones they're going to get turfed. But yeah, as far as ones where she's actually earned it or she's ran a race and won the race, those ones we're going to keep. So I'll keep going through and sorting these out, and we'll start putting it in the folders. Okay, so we've got our piles now. I've chucked out a fair bit, all of that there's going, and now we're going to set it up and put it all in the folders, same as Jamie's. So what we're going to do now is start putting the little folders together. So what I've done, I've bought a heap of these little display folders from Officeworks. They are thinner than the normal display folders because they don't have the spiral bound, which is what I like, because to me it's a lot neater and a lot cleaner. And each one of these has got 20 pockets. So I figured 20 pockets is more than enough pockets to display display all the stuff for each year. So what I'm going to start doing now is filling up these pockets. And what I've done, I've printed off a little, this is a little bit different from my son's one because I never actually thought to print off some photos throughout the school year of the different events and things that they attended. And I'm going to actually stick some of those in the display folder as well, maybe with the certificates that they received and all that sort of stuff. And what I've also done is just printed off some header pages. Now, they're nothing fancy. So what I've done, for each school that they've attended, I've printed off some header sheets. So my daughter started at Hoxton Park Public School. So I've got a header sheet for each year. You can see the whole thing in there. So this one's for kindergarten, and I've got the year that she started kindergarten, the school up the top. And I've done the colour scheme the same colour as their uniform. So their Hoxton Park Public School uniform was maroon and grey. So I've just done a basic heading in maroon with a grey border. And then I've also created these header sheets to go in the display folder. So one for artworks, one for awards, one for reports, and there should be one for writing as well. So that one will be in amongst this somewhere. Oh, here we go. So one for writing. So